But I announce all our food keep blowing. Chicken. We'd like to take a moment to announce all our food keep We'd like to take a moment to announce We'd like to take a moment to announce all our food keep blowing. We'd like to take a moment to announce all our food keep blowing. Chicken. We'd like to take a moment to announce all our food. We'd like to take a moment to announce all our food keep blowing. We'd like to take a moment to announce all our food keep blowing. Chicken. We'd like to take a moment to announce all our food keep blowing. Chicken. We'd like to take a moment to announce food.
Are you ready? Are you sure? Okay, the secret formula is... Hello, welcome to Team... I hate to do this, but here we go.
Hello guys. Today we have a list of top 5. Número 5. Top 5 Gofia Cats. Hello guys. Today we have a list of top 5 Gofia Cat. Número 4. Sniff. Número 3. Cat Humskare. Cat Lauk. Skare. Número 2. Cat Lauk. Número 2. Catlauk. Bad luck.
You on the playground?
Número 1. Cat explótano. Explótano. Top 5 vehicle. Ello gays. Today we have a list of top 5 vehicle. Go off your bike. Número 4. How. How. Bike. Honorable mención. Número 1. Computer. Número 3. Top 5. Ello gays. Ello gays. Today we have a list of.
Bro, you're gonna use all fucking hot water.
Power.
Oh, he's been in there for an hour, bro. Idiot.
Número 4. Número 3. Número 3. Walk. Número 2. Skateboard.
Barbecue, bacon, burger, barbecue.
Honorable mención. Honorable mención. Número 1. Junskare. Número 2. Número 2. Número 2. Top 5 Scaries. Ello gays. Today we have a list of 5. Cock Junskare. Número 4. Lobster Junskare. Número. Número 3. Número 2. Honorable mención. Número 1. Spiderman Junskare. Spiderman Junskare. Honorable mención. Top 5 honorable mention. Ello gays. Today we have a list of top. Tío. Honorable mention. Top. Número. Número 4. Keep Fall. Número 3. Talk. Número 2. Crocodile Junskale.
Why would they do this? It's ridiculous.
Número 2. Crocodile Junskale.
Why would they do this? It's ridiculous. This thing sucked 33D.
Honorable mention. Número 1. Fish.
认为的异常，了解详为华语客服。
Número 1. Top 5 Skeleton. Ello gays. Today we have a list of top 5 Skeleton. Número 5. Skeleton Run. Número 4. Skeleton Dance.
Chicken. We'd like to take a moment to announce.
Today we have a list of top 5 Skeleton.
认为的异常，了解详为华语客服。
Número 1. Top 5.
认为的异常。
Treasy. Eek. Are you sure that's a good idea, Pin? That's kind of big. Of course it is. Look how much mileage I get out of it. Leaves, apple, kite, house, nest, egg, 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 egg.
Two beautifully unique stones. Three beautifully unique. Hi. Wow! Oh, you know.
Enough! You fools! You fiends! You vile creatures of the earth!
never had one, but somebody told me this is a good way to start your diet.
This show contains adult content and is brought to you by the letter H.
Themes today.
Good old-fashioned values, sweet. Oh my God!
Peter, what are you doing?
Defiant tart fetish.
What the fuck?
Hey, at least I'm not drinking, Brian.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Yeah, right behind BFDI fandoms, there was teenagers everywhere thinking about inflation.
Look, doing pivot art fetish is not the way to stop drinking.
Who wants chowder?
Oh, holy fuck. Lois, I'm shitting.
Stewie, fucked off. Hey, wait a minute, what the hell? Hey there. So, it's been 24 hours. Got my money? Oh, I fucked your dad. Oh, well, all right then. Ooh, one down. Oh! I fell down the stairs. Yeah? Oh my God! Yeah. How much you pay for that fake mustache? $2.99.
Whoa. Get ready for the greatest video game of all time.
Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle.
Now, which one do I press to shoot now? Damn it. Greatest video game of all time.
Silver Surfer.
You look so stupid. What the hell's wrong with you? I don't talk behind the, you stupid. Greatest video game of all time. Greatest video game of all time. Hey guys, I'm coming in. Oh boy, I am not gonna hit you. Uh-oh, next level. Ow. I'm scared. Fuck off. Hello, Peter. You know, I was just thinking, when I was your age, my Uncle Roy had sex with children and killed them, so I got some crystal meth. I figured we could do it together as father and son. Sex with children. Fuck you! Fuck off. You know, this thing is fucking... Alright, I'm gonna take a hike. How did these get up here? So you'll hang on to that?
Yeah, sure.
Fuck off.
This is weird. Am I supposed to eat this?
了解详为华语客服。 场，了解详为华语客服。
otherwise known as Tylenol. There are so many weird people in the New York subway. I feel relieved when I see performances on my way home from work, but most passengers are indifferent. Maybe they have seen too much, but I think it's awesome. This is the train to Ronkonkoma. Xiaohongshu! Hello, how's Xiaohongshu? I have some unfortunate news, friends. Legally, I belong to the Jewish religious organization called Mura. They demand I cease and desist my appearances on this account, so starting tomorrow, I will no longer appear in any videos. This account is being renamed, but the same content will continue. Thank you all for listening. I hope you hear it to my $5 heart. For the last time, Xiaohongshu. They gently cut open the fish's belly while it was sleeping and took out its most precious thing, its arrow. The method seems a bit uncivilized, but it tastes really delicious. It can be eaten with soda crackers, and it is also quite delicious with salmon and steak. This shiny black thing is caviar, which is one of the three major delicacies along with black truffle and ganjiang. Caviar is also called caviar. The caviar of a fish can be sold for $15 million. The reason why it is so expensive is completely hidden in its growth process. A sturgeon can only take caviar once in its life. They need from birth to egg collection. As the saying goes, it is better to eat caviar on the ground than in the sky. Xiao Hongshu. Blah, 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 blah. Proclamation! The first thing Xiao Han did when he landed was to go to the convenience store to make Mark set meal. Did he say? It's delicious and I love it. I traveled thousands of miles to Korea to eat this. It looks so greasy with rice, noodles, and a lot of salty things. Sharply start to slip. Like the great philosopher Jean says, it is better to bestow the yeast of 1,000 mycelium upon the face of a newborn than to take a shit at the local gas station. Xiao Hongshu! I lived for 800 years before I knew that this is how Chinese chefs cut vegetables. You know, it looks boring. Who gives a shit? Yo, what is that? She got a whole chicken foot for a hand. Sadly, as the ancient philosopher Kung Fu Z once said, those who forget to attack their will be cursed with the feet of chicken. Xiao Hongshu! Ticks are the most disgusting insects I have ever seen, but do you know what they look like before and after they are full? First you see them before they are full, and once they are full, they become full, right? Let this be a lesson to not indulge in gluttony, for it shall bring about your ruin. Xiao Hongshu! iPhones are now free, but how? I will tell. Netizens found methods for free iPhone in ancient Chinese scrolls. First, drink a man's life essence for 3 moons. iPhone is now located inside melon from iPhone tree. You must extract from iFruit. You don't have to go to Lashan or Mount Ame. You can also eat authentic Linjiang meals in Chengdu. This Korski is all island. This fresh and plump meal looks so cool. Please lock the rest of your brain. There are no pre-prepared dishes here, all freshly made, and the chef adds a lot of seasoning. 4th floor. After it comes out of the pot, you have to add pepper powder, and the most sea pepper powder. The moment the oil is poured, the aroma is rotten, and the saliva is flowing. There are also a lot of basil and green onions. Wow. I finally ate this kind of fat and glutinous meal. The last meal was also super delicious. The big and thick taste is very satisfying. Changu is free, very fragrant. The cold native chicken is spicy and refreshing, with high mountain spicy flavor and delicious eel shreds. You can add noodles after eating. Friends can't stop eating it all. It's so delicious. Xiao Hongshu! Whole grain gum is quite interesting, and it can be drawn. Let me tell you a little secret. This sticky substance is known as durian milk, and it can be harvested from the durian without harming the cow itself. The stick is sticky and sticks to the milky stick. Yeah. Xiao Hongshu! I am tired of playing with my wood. Let's try reinforced concrete. I feel this is more afraid of shrinkage and cracking than wood. Who cares? I do, nigga! This table looks like shit. Return to lobby, stupid fuck. A prepubescent minotaur could do a better job at making a table than you. I would rather ingest the semen of the son of a carpenter than use this horrible table. Xiao Hongshu! My eyes see it, but do not believe it. They invented the jet nigga in the UK? 你人为上帝多在天上是因为他害怕他所创造的东西吗 This cyberpunk ass nigga is delivering pizza while fucking flying around like fucking Hawks My Hero Academia, also known as Boku no Hero Academia, the Japanese anime 2016, TV-14. This device is going to start new wars. Imagine what would happen if we gave him a fucking Mac 10. Xiao Hongshu! This is probably the cheapest sushi set meal in Tokyo. Can you imagine fresh ingredients for 500 yen at noon? Somebody please help this old nigga out. He has been working at this establishment since Genghis Khan. Holy Mother of God! Beyond Belief deals in Rakigari. Singular Indian peso for 3 hours of pure pleasure and existential bliss. Upon Upon arrival, Nana will treat your cornea like a bean and caress your cerebral through the eye socket. Dear God, she's sucking the soul out of that eye. Fuck what I would give for that to be me. I yearn for any human contact. Are you seeing this shit? She's juggling them Johns better than Noriaki Kakyoin when he got a hold of that cherry. Noriaki Kakyoin is a primary ally featured in the third part of the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure series, Stardust Crusaders, 2012.
Real trap shit.
Adventure, 5-6 seasons, TV,
Peggy 18.
The flight is booked. Nobody will deattach Granny Kakyoin from my pupil. I, as any sane person, am afraid of women, specifically speaking to and approaching them. As such, I'd like some tips to help me avoid prolonged conversations with members of the opposite sex. I'd like to avoid all interaction, but I know that I'd at some point need to ask and or answer questions and interact with people working campus jobs. So I've devised a plan to help me isolate myself as best as possible while still keeping my grades up from women. I cannot have more than 5 lines of dialogue each in a one-on-one conversation with a girl. Now, this only is targeted to fellow students, so faculty members, etc. don't count. If, say, my opponent in dialogue gets to her 6th line and I'm on my 5th, I just need to silently walk away or do something to get out of it while not talking to her, like maybe turning around and doing that thing Ronaldo does and yell, "Sayo!" Then sprint away. Xiao Hong Shu came first, the chicken or the chicken. An egg begins in the hen's ovary. Over the course of several days, the yolk begins to develop, and as it matures, is released into a long, curly tube. There, it meets the egg white, which is called the egg white because it is white. As the egg continues to slow down, the shell gradually takes shape. After about a day, the egg is a full-grown adult and is ready to pay taxes. Xiao Hong Shu all know that birds will be sucked into the engine. I don't want to the end, but why not add a guard net at the front of the engine? This is because the engine needs to suck in a lot of air to ensure the full combustion of fuel, and a guard net will seriously hinder the air circulation, resulting in insufficient air intake. Which in turn affects the normal operation and performance of the engine. Xiao Hong Shu! Don't throw away your nails after cutting them, because there is a Chinese herbal medicine called Rentui, which is as expensive as a silver bar. In fact, our nails can be collected every time we cut them, and someone will recycle them. In addition, hair is also a precious herbal medicine called blood and carbon. Urine is also known as urine and licorice after precipitation, and freezes to death after adding feces. So there are treasures everywhere on your body. Xiao Hong Shu!
Going on here? That carne asada looks so good. But why the fuck's it going in this glass can? How the fuck are we supposed to consume this? Are we supposed to drink? Holy shit, it is melting. What the fuck? No. Holy shit, no. I'm not gonna be eating this. Bro, on a dead homie's blood, I'll sock your ass up, leave you out on the street. I want no part of this. I'm out, fuck you.
Realized that all the clothes in my house were hung wrong. Yellow proper it's done. The hem of a sweater is hung like this, and it is easy to get stuck. The correct way to hang it is to do whatever this is, too. If you get carjacked and they tell you to drive. 3 Adam has a huge crush on Pomni, and we're going to ask her all her favorite things. Maybe her biggest fear is Adam having a crush on her. 4 2006 Honda Civic. 5. If you get carjacked and they tell you to drive into a lamppost or something solid to draw attention and damage the car. 6. 7. Sometimes we laugh, sometimes we cry, but I guess you know now. 8. Do you think God stays in heaven because he too lives in fear of what he's created? Xiao Hong Shu!
Is this fungus?
This is a swordsman, light, delicious, must be cooked, doofus.
What is this fungus?
This is a green stone powder. The surface is like a layer of lubricating oil, not recommended for consumption, doofus.
What is this fungus?
This is a false red maple boletus, cannot be eaten. Pay attention to other people's mistakes. Doofus.
What is this fungus?
This is a jelly fungus. I don't know if it can be eaten. Doofus.
What is this fungus?
This is a cow edible fungus. It really looks like a cow tongue, and it is also rich in nutrition, doofus.
What is this fungus?
This is a blood red girl with back bleeding and poisonous. This is for high nutrition, red, sour, and white dry. Dare to eat. Xiao Hong Shu. Does my grandma understand? And I went to the hospital for a physical examination today. The urine test showed 2 lines. When I came back for a checkup, I had pretty touch up. They said I was not pregnant. When I got home, I saw a watermelon and thought I had eaten a piece of watermelon in the morning. I guess I'll have to keep trying some more. Wish me luck. Xiao Hong Shu. Be careful not to mistake these 2 types of mushrooms. Red mushrooms are naturally delicious and can also moisten the lungs, cool down, and replenish blood. They are very suitable for pregnant women and children. Its root is slightly concave in the center, and the color is dark red, purple red to dark red with light edges and inconspicuous stripes. The upper part, or one side of the stalk, is pregnant women or all pink, and the epidermis splashing down cannot be peeled off. It is recommended to stew with red mushrooms. It will cause diarrhea. Its calcarea is hemispherical in the early stage and becomes flat in the later stage. The color is pregnant women. The edge is light and striped, and the epidermis can continue to grow. It is very spicy and very bitter when cooked. Xiao Hong Shu, fortuitous, the smartly mother of God. I got rich. I found the nest of yellow flower snails while I was fishing. They were breeding and I stole their home. There are a lot of them if you just grab a handful. These yellow ones are the eggs of yellow flower snails. Let's take the snails away and leave the eggs. We can come here to pick them up again next year. Look, this is the yellow flower snail caught by 2 people. Its scientific name is yellow-mouthed lychee snail. Everyone must pay attention to it when you find it on the beach. I need to explode! I need to explode! It is best to do high-temperature, harmless treatment. As long as you find the nest of yellow flower snails, you will explode in minutes. Okay, let's stop here today. The pot in my house is boiling. Xiao Hong Shu! I'm addicted to Mexican Coke. Every day after school, I catch the bus to my closest shop that sells Mexican Coke and buy 1 bottle for $5. I know this price is steep, but it is, well, worth it even just to be able to be in the presence of a bottle. After this, I rush home and grab the bottle opener from the drawer. I have mastered the art of opening Mexican Coke bottles. I can create a perfect balance between carbonation and flatness with just a flick of the wrist. Then I immediately take a sip from the bottle. Savoring every milliliter that God has graced to touch my mouth, my brain has an overdose of dopamine from just 1 sip of God's nectar, and I pass out. If I am fortunate enough to wake up without a smashed bottle of Mexican Coke by my side, I instantly start drinking every last drop with such erotic tenderness that it makes my girlfriend After the ritual has been completed, I deposit the bottle cap into my special jar for Mexican Coke bottle caps. Every cap brings back a different memory of my consumption of the sweet, sweet liquid. Xiao Hong Shu. Oh, God, holy Jesus, holy fuck. Why on earth would anyone shred their money, my precious family members? How could this be done? I will never forget my fallen brethren, for as long as I live, they will be remembered in the ancient scrolls, Xiao Hong Shu. Rejoice, the prophets have heard our cries for salvation and have mercifully delivered us a fucking roller coaster. Oh my fucking God, I am going to bust the fattest nut of my life. Sometimes I forget just how much I love Canada because they invented the trigonometry and the light bulb. Another commonly forgotten Canada fact is that they also invented the climbing wall. That is correct. Canada, man, Jonathan Climbing invented the climbing wall board, but he forgot to get it patented. The climbing wall was stolen by the Walt Disney and was cryo-frozen with his remains. How could also forget to mention that Canada invented the popular emote, quote-unquote, lean and dab, my personal favorite. Canada S scrub and amazing crunchy, and we should all make more effort to appreciate Canada. Minecraft, but he's torturing my cock and balls. Sometimes randomly, I get large erections for absolutely no reason that don't go away for several minutes. During that time, it's extremely uncomfortable in my pants, and I have to embarrassingly reach my hand into my undies and move it around. Doesn't make any sense, my nigga. Very smart fish. Too bad his dumbass just ate a macroplastic made by a child by accident at the Shine Factory. If you put the bowl in water with another cup and then use the same hammer, not a different hammer, because why would you use a different hammer, but use the same nail? So to stop the erection, I have to either wait, which is very uncomfortable, or go into a bathroom and wank it. I've got a lot to unpack here. My favorite game, Baldur's Gate 3, BG3 for short, is actually made by a bunch of zoophiles. When the manatee heard the sound of water, please note, he immediately turned his head and opened his mouth eagerly to catch the... yeah, I think I'm done here. Great. Googly moogly. Rejoice. The prophets have heard our cries for salvation and have mercifully delivered us a fucking roller coaster. The manatee was about to die of thirsty. If I am fortunate enough to wake up without a smashed bottle of Mexican Coke by my side, I instantly start drinking every last drop with such erotic tenderness that it makes my girlfriend this isn't magic. It was statistic. But the zookeeper said, quote, "These hoes don't want a solution. They just want someone to talk to." Every day after school, I catch the bus to my closest shop that sells Mexican Coke and buy one bottle for $5. I know this price is steep, but it is, well, worth it. I am writing this with insomnia after 27 hours of being awake. Bro, shit's crazy for real. Shaohongshu. Alright, what's up, fuckers? Today, I don't really know what the fuck is happening. Who cares? I do, nigga. These groupers can grow up to about 1.2 meters, which is even bigger than my wife's boyfriend's cock. Boy, would I sure love it if a strong, tall, aggressive muscle mommy would chase me and eat me. I am a sturgeon! No, nigga, this is the Emperor Grouper. I am sexually attracted to Skibidi Toilet. Ha 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 ha! There is no way this shit is real! Although male spiders can grow larger than female spiders, they are not as strong and aggressive as female spiders. They are ready to escape at any time. I, as any sane person, am afraid of women, specifically speaking to and approaching them. Return to lobby, stupid fuck. Thanks for tuning into today's lecture. Catch you on the flip side, netizens. Sigma, out. Xiaohongshu! Am I the only one upset about how World War II ended? I mean, they built Hitler up to be the big bad, and just when he is about to face justice, he goes and kills himself. As the legendary Mr. Miyagi once told Daniel-san, syrup egg roll feet. Fortunately, there were several enthusiastic brothers at the scene who helped the man down. Seeing that the man was safe and sound, netizens commented, "What?" He has been working at this establishment since Genghis Khan was defeated by LeBron James in a game of pickup basketball in 1227 AD. A stupid fucking beluga deep-throating all my salmon. This dumb nigga finna put me in debt. He is still single. Ha 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 ha. Somebody please help this old nigga out. A horse that breaks its leg is stupid and dies. Isn't it fun, instead of letting children struggle, experiment with them to keep their attention away from smartphones? Gautier once said, "It is better to bestow the yeast of 1,000 mycelium upon the face of a newborn than to take a shit at the local gas station." Xiaohongshu! Alright, so, thinking it, right? I personally like filling my car with my Johnson juice, but that's just me. If leather shoes get wet when they come into contact with water, it means that they are not pure leather. Real leather is homophobic. I don't even know anymore. Apparently it's some shit about honey or something. Fuck if I know. Use 2 magnets to clamp the paper, put a screw and a dry battery on it, and it starts spinning like how I spin the block on things. If done improperly, the snail will freeze to death and turn into a snail, which, yeah. The car belonged to Nikocado Avocado, and his fat ass broke that shit. Monkey Man was dropped by his fine shit and had to make a couple bands by his lonely. Do you think God stays in heaven because he too lives in fear of what he's created? I ain't eating that, my nigga. You know what, bro? I'm sick and tired of doing this dumbass voiceover shit. Every single day I gotta crank out some useless jibber-jabber nonsense for Instagram and invite over the devil himself. comes out and tries to eat me alive? What if instead of Yap Dollar, I was Freak Dollar? And instead of Chinese videos, I touched you? Xiao Hong Shu! Quite interesting, and it can be drawn. Let me tell you a little secret. This sticky substance is known as durian milk, and it can be harvested from the durian without harming the cow itself. The stick is sticky and sticks to the milk, the sticky stick, milky stick, yeah. Xiao Hong Shu! Hello, my dears. Today we're making Banqi Jinzhengu. It's a convenient pot dish for lazy people and people who like to eat. When cooking this meal, you want to make sure to use scissors when making this meal to make it as messy and unappealing as possible. My nigga, how on God's green earth are you going to cut tomatoes like that? Oh, how hell, ha, hey, oi, ha, это какая-то ерунда. Зачем кому-то это делать? Hada hra mutlak. Anyway, this is I think it says somewhere in the Thathapa commandments which was bestowed upon us by the great creator, thou shalt not fucking use scissors to cut your vegetables. But show, matapo, but hey, what's a wati? Oops, my bad. Yeah, I think I'm done here. Xiao Hong Shu! You ever been to a 7-Eleven? I have, and I am here to warn netizens of the dangers of the 7-Eleven. First and foremost, do not buy the blueberry lemonade at 7L even. My nigga, the blue raspberry lemonade of which is to be made upon by the great commandment and creator Sun Wukong himself is toxic and neuroplastic. As it reads in the ancient scrolls, Lan Mei Ning Meng Shui 是大揭明和创造者孙悟空亲自制作的，具有都行和神经可塑性。Now, Xiao Hong Shu! I'm addicted to Mexican Coke. Every day after school, I catch the bus to my closest shop that sells Mexican Coke and buy one bottle for $5. I know this price is steep, but it is, well, worth it even just to be able to be in the presence of a bottle. After this, I rush home and grab the bottle opener from the drawer. I have mastered the art of opening Mexican Coke bottles. I can create a perfect balance between carbonation and flatness with just a flick of the wrist. Then I immediately take a sip from the bottle. Savoring every milliliter that God has graced to touch my mouth, my brain has an overdose of dopamine from just one sip of God's nectar, and I pass out. If I am fortunate enough to wake up with a smashed bottle of Mexican Coke by my side, I instantly start drinking every last drop with such erotic tenderness that it makes my girlfriend dotsa so jaichik dasa alos. Like the Saharan desert. I don't give a fuck if there are ancient viruses lurking in the water. I sell my kidney and the blood of my partner to drink this shit. How water tastes when you wake up at 4 in the morning.
We'd like to take a moment to announce